I didn't mean
just
it.
me, and that's something you really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the up.
It's an end of an era. ImAllexx has gotten exposed. Finally, the truth has came out. I've been telling you for years about that low down dirty snake, and nobody believed me. All right, so we're gonna talk about that. But first of all, I do have a Louis Vuitton unboxing haul. I'll probably share this at the end of the video. So if you guys want to see that, stay tuned for that if you guys are into it. Okay, so if you guys don't know, ImAllexx is a YouTuber here. He's been doing it for, I started doing commentary first, and then he started a little bit after me, and then he just kind of blew up. Okay, now he's gotten into a few controversies. It's not the first time he's gotten into some drama with friends, but this time I've been saying that ImAllexx, in my opinion, has been coming across like a narcissist as the years gone on, as he garnered like his core little, you know, flying monkeys and stuff like that.
In order for somebody to be considered narcissistic, there are several distinct and identifiable features that go along with that are in play. For example, highly narcissistic people are very controlling, they're very self-absorbed, they have attitudes of entitlement, they have low levels of empathy, they're users and manipulators, they have what we call alternate reality, they just kind of make up things to suit their narrative as they go along. They must be superior, they have a pathological defensiveness because they're so busy propping up a false self. Those are the features that we talk about when we refer to narcissism. Now, some people are so out there, and they're so overt in the way that they display their narcissism, they don't leave a whole lot of room to the imagination. There's a whole category, though, of narcissism that we refer to as covert narcissism because all of those ingredients are inside that person, but you don't necessarily see it right up front. And these individuals can go quite some time in the way that they engage with people, covering it up, only to find out later on that those characteristics have been there for the duration. And so you're over there thinking, well, why didn't I see it? And how do you detect if somebody truly is a covert narcissist? Now, there's one enormous way that you can tell if a person is a covert narcissist, and it's simply this. Their external persona is very inconsistent with their behind-the-scenes persona in private. That's how you're going to tell. These individuals have, it's like they have two different ways of doing things. Going to see and measure, and then two, what people behind the scenes actually see. Now,
and they just kind of live for him in the house. But I'm just kind of like, some of the stuff he says was just very jarring. And I was like, how is this not, like this right here is just a glimpse at a bigger picture, right? Well, finally, his girlfriend online exposed him for his behavior, and it's not looking good. And I was kind of shocked that even Philip DeFranco even said anything. And we reached out to ImAllexx for commentary, nothing at all. So we'll see how this goes because a lot of people are very upset with the things he had to say. Now, let me show you the clip that's been circulating about him and some commentary by Philip DeFranco. So here we go, roll it.
You're acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the up.
So that is just a small piece of a leak around longtime YouTube creator Alex Elmsley, otherwise known as ImAllexx, who, if you don't know, he's a 25-year-old British YouTuber with around 2 million subscribers. He's known for doing a lot of commentary and reaction content. But now he's facing incredibly detailed allegations of abuse from his ex-girlfriend, who's another creator by the name of Alice Hez, who has about 1 million followers on TikTok. And over the weekend, she released several videos and logs of their interactions along with an 82-page statement. And with that saying, it's best it was made public how horrible this person with the platform is. I'd hate to see another woman go through this. They're sharing a link to a Google Drive folder with audio and video files documenting the alleged abuse, which I will say, because I'm going to try to make this consumable, I'm not going to be hitting on every single detail, but you can access the Google Doc yourself if you want to go through everything. With that said, what we see here is Alice describing how it started when, quote, small arguments worsened to the point where he would turn on his camera and start shouting at her on call.
Now, when it's too late, you admit that you did everything wrong. But when it actually matters, when you should lay down like a good dog, you don't do it.
You're acting like this is all just me, and that's something you really need to fix.
I'm gonna bash your head against the wall with a brick if you don't shut the up. Your boyfriend's a famous internet celebrity and doesn't trust these people because he has to keep his circle small. Because you might not have anything to lose, because your life might be down the drain, but I still have quite a lot that I would like to give.
Also, the screenshots that Alice shared appear to show more of the same behavior. In those more than once, he calls her a dumb whore. He also uses the N-word, telling her to kill herself, saying things like, just die in a fucking hole and please bury yourself in the fucking garden. And then appearing to go so far as to threaten to do it himself, writing in one conversation, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to break your neck. Right? And all of these are just some of the insults, threats, or otherwise manipulative and emotionally abusive texts that Alice says that Alex sent to her over the course of their relationship. And unfortunately, Alice also says that it gets worse, saying that once they moved in together, it sometimes became physical, describing one instance where she says he grabbed her hood and pulled her back until she fell on the floor, saying that when she got up to run away, he grabbed her, put her in a headlock, and covered her mouth, and saying after that argument, there were days where he would just scream in her face and tell her to kill herself multiple times, even saying that it got to the point where she would be shaking and scared for her life every time he came closer, was in the same room as her while arguing. And as far as people possibly asking her, why would you stay in this relationship, she seemed to touch on that, saying, believe me, I wish I could turn back time, but I believed his lies when he apologized to me, and I really tried to believe he would stop going so far if I asked him to. Though there, Alice did eventually get herself out. They're even appearing to get this recording while she was packing her things to leave.
And then you look like a miserable little all the time. Like, your face is annoying to look at, like, when I come downstairs.
They're saying that even after she left, he wouldn't leave her alone. And so with that, saying she's decided to speak out now because he's threatened to, quote, create a contradicting story to discredit her own. And seemingly with that, also acknowledging that she also insulted Alex in their conversations, writing, in no way am I trying to make myself look as if I never said anything mean. I stooped down to his level and became reckless with my language to try to prove a point. They're even appearing to have changed his contact name in her phone to racist N-word at one point. And on top of that, she admitted to slapping him in the face at one point. But her saying that she only did that after he backed her into a corner while screaming at her. And with all that said, as far as the other side of this, we haven't seen a response from Alex yet. And I mean that as far as him releasing any sort of public statement, as well as we reached out last night to see if he had anything to say. As of recording, he has not responded. Though among all the other people who have reacted to this, notably, this includes several internet personalities who have been a part of Alex's circle at one point or another, such as with YouTuber Will N.E. saying there had been rumors of Alex's behavior last year, and also saying the severity of the abuse that Alice published was far worse than anything I'd heard being discussed. That Google Drive is fucking abhorrent, and what he put her through is inexcusable. Also, Twitch streamer Mia Mon saying Alex's behavior was something, quote, well known throughout the industry. But they're also adding that she found it genuinely hard to believe the creators close to Alex had no idea this was going on. And creator Memulus writing, I would usually wait until both parties have said their side publicly before speaking about it, but I think the evidence here is overwhelming. It's awful and disturbing and has seriously shocked me. I'm still processing what's happened. This is one of the worst situations I have ever seen in my life, and I hope Alice is okay. It took a lot of courage to speak about this. But ultimately, as of recording, that is exactly where we are.
You know what? Like, when I was watching the video, right? I'm sorry, I do have a little cough right now. So if you guys know any like really good home remedies for like a cough, I don't have a fever, I don't have a cold, I just have like a little bit of cough. So let me know in the comments down below. Actually, I've been taking the Vicks Vapor lozenges, like the little that you just like suck on them. Remember those? They're like little like they look like candy, but it's by Vicks. They're like brand new. I'll link it in the YouTube shop. Those have been really helping me a lot. Actually, let me get it, because I am really excited to talk to you about, probably more than ImAllexx drama. Hold on. You guys, ImAllexx, in my opinion, he's on the run, girl. ImAllexx has not said anything at all. Alright? Okay, I'm back in the room. Let me show you what I got here. Ow. These right here. Vicks Cool Severe Menthol Oral Antiseptic. Okay. This is what it looks like. You kind of open it, you go like that. Oh my god, one time there was this guy I liked. There's this guy I liked, okay? And he was kind of sick, and so I got him some of these. And I would be like, do you want one? He's like, yeah. And I remember opening it like this. And I would go like that, and I would put it in his mouth. But this is what they look like. You know when guys are sick, they just act like big babies like that. So anyways, I've been taking these, and these work. I freaking love these, and let me tell you what, you may not be sick today, may not be sick tomorrow, but if you have a cold or whatever, that season's coming. I'll link this down below in the YouTube shop. Please buy some. Not sponsored, although I should be. It's by Vicks. Trusted brand. You guys know that. But those really work. This is in cherry, and it's really, I think it's like black cherry or cherry, but it's really good. For sore throats. Love it. Okay. I'll be taking this after the video, okay? So, now that ImAllexx has gotten exposed, I'm just kind of like sitting back and I'm like, and I'm looking at some of his friends, And the thing is, right, this is around the time where most people would say, well, I don't really know. I want to hear both sides of the story. And before we jump on the bandwagon, you know what I'm saying? Rowdy, rah, get your pitchforks and all that stuff like that, right? Girl, there is enough evidence and videos out that can paint a character analysis at this point. The fact that there's so many Google Drives of audio messages, videos, and stuff like that. I mean, him saying, I want to end your life, and it getting physically, you know, I am getting a lot of narcissistic behaviors, especially when he uploads a video and he gets so much praise from his fans, right? The thing is, I'm not saying, and I'm not defending ImAllexx, he could defend himself, right? He's yet to make a video. And if he made him about time making this video, y'all can update me in the comments down below of what he said, and I'll pin it if he has. And when he does, come back here and give us like a text one and I'll pin it, okay? So here's the thing. Relationships is a lot of work. All right, it's a lot of work. I have never had a boyfriend before, and I frankly know that because I am married to my work. I love making videos on TikTok and YouTube. I love it. It's what I do full time. But I do go on dates. I do entertain gentlemen callers. But at the same time, like I just don't have the energy to put into like a real relationship and worry about somebody's problem. Like I just can't. Like I just, you know, I've always just chosen work, right? Now there are a few people that I do really admire and I hold close to my heart, forever have a piece of my heart. But with that being said, I've always just chose work, right? It's truly what makes me happy. I love it. I love making videos. With that being said, I think that ImAllexx and his girlfriend, if it's getting to the point where they're arguing like the way they're doing, even if it's one-sided, even if it's just him, right? I think that somebody, him or her, should have made the decision like, you know what? This is not healthy for me, but it's not healthy for you. And I think that we should, you know, part ways and leave it at that, at some good terms. And that has yet to happen. Hopefully now that, you know, they even moved in together at this point. I just did not see it to be a healthy relationship. And people are going to say that she's clout chasing and she wanted views and stuff like that. You know, ImAllexx has millions of subscribers. So does she over on TikTok. The thing is, that relationship was not healthy. No matter how you slice it or dice it or cut it, it's not healthy, right? And I think that oftentimes people are so quick to label their ex-boyfriend or girlfriend, oh, he's a narcissist, he has narcissistic tendencies, and he love bombed me in the beginning, and then he discarded me, and then now he's hovering me, and stuff like that, right? But oftentimes we forget that on the other end of it, we also kind of, whether we knew it or not, we kind of play into it like, oh, I love the love bombing. Oh, I love the attention. Oh my God, I can't believe they're ignoring me now. It makes me feel sad. I want their attention more. Like, we also play a little role into that. I'm not saying that 100%, but a little role, because we have to say, anytime there's two disagreements within people, you have to be able to say, okay, let me take ownership of my part of the street. Let me own what I did, you know? So if I have an argument with you, I can only take ownership of me. I can't sit here and say, oh, I did nothing wrong. I'm just so perfect. Da, da, da. You got to own up to your end of the street as well, okay? So with that being said, I find it to be very interesting that ImAllexx has not made any type of statements at the time of making this video. He hasn't said anything at all, okay? And we will be watching, and I think that, if you want my opinion, I think that his friends should disavow. Boom, 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 boom. If it was anybody else, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, Philip DeFranco, if it was anybody else, y'all would want their friends to get on camera and disavow. Where's that? Disavow. Why are his friends disavowing him? I want to see those videos. Disavow his behavior. Get on camera and say, I disavow ImAllexx and the behaviors he did to his girlfriend. Disavow. If not, y'all are just as guilty if y'all are that close to him. Okay, moving on, I want to say Louis Vuitton unboxing haul. I've made this far in the video. Drop a heart emoji in the chat. Okay, this is a Louis Vuitton camera box. This is a piece that I've had for a while, and I do keep it in its dust bag. I mean, I should. This was $9,000. This is not a soft bag. This is a hard-sided trunk piece, and you guys know I love trunks. I'm a collector of trunks for Louis Vuitton. Okay, here it is. See, hard-sided luggage. This is the Louis Vuitton camera box. Now it has these two little dongles here on the side because it did come with a crossbody strap. I don't look good with crossbodies unless they're like the short ones that end right here, like the Prada one. This one is, when I saw this bag, I fell in love with it. I saw it on TikTok first, and then I started to see it pop up on like in the Louis Vuitton boutiques. So you hold it like this. It has these two clasps. It says Louis Vuitton. Look, open it like that, It says Louis Vuitton Paris in the inside. This is what it looks like. It has like this like stitching of these cross. I love that. I did take it in for repair one time because up here the stitching was like it was coming off, so they went ahead and they took it in. They shipped it to Paris. They were gonna charge me something. They're like, never mind, no charge at all. So they fixed that part. It has brass here on the side. It's not a very practical bag, but you could definitely fit a lot. Like for example, I'm gonna put my foundation in there. Lady Gaga House Labs. We're gonna put some Jeffree Star Gothic Beach products in here. It's really large Jeffree Star highlighter. Like it fits in there, but at the same time, like you gotta really dig to get what you want when you start putting a lot of stuff in there. It fits my camera, which is what I'm filming on right now because it is a camera box, but I do love Louis Vuitton with the voyage and the journey and just like that whole travel aspect and the journey of life and stuff like that. My only downside is that when you do close it, you have to like really like press that in there. I wish it was just more easier, but it has the LV logo up here on the side, the little rivets there, just love that. Anyways, I think it's a really cute bag. I do wear it like this. I'm gonna show you guys. When I go out and about, I hold it like off to the side. It's a very, it's giving like masculinity and then femininity at the same time, you know? This is usually how I wear it like that. You can really like hit somebody on the head with it. This is a showstopper, especially when I go to the boutiques, like the sales associates, they know about this bag, so I freaking love it, and I always get lots of compliments, but definitely, it is not my daily driver, but I have taken it to dinner. I got a compliment with it by Drake, Jersey Drake. I was at Mastro Steakhouse, and I was sitting down talking to my hot date, and then I had the bag here, and then Drake walked in, and he was like, nice bag, and I was like, that's Drake. So, yeah, complimented by Drake one time, seen by Drake twice. That makes sense. Okay, so here you go. I love this bag. Okay, anyways, I hope you guys love it as much as I do, and let me know what you think about all the ImAllexx drama in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys